Hello again, it's Cons, and today I've got a video that's been quite highly requested. I'm going to be seeing how health recovery and health augments stack. Health recovery being the skill you can get from level 1 decorations, by the way. We're going to be using the same sets from before, our health augments 1, 2 and 3 greatsword sets. As you can see, this one has health augment 1 on it. I'm going to set the decoration as shown on the screen in a second. This is the recovery up one. I'm going to run the test again without the recovery up decoration, but I'm just sort of showing it off here. This is the one that gives you higher levels of recovery when you heal health. Anyway, I'm going to repeat the tests I did in the previous video regarding how health augment works. Take myself down to a mega barrel bomb, a large barrel bomb and a small barrel bomb, plus natural recovery, and then hit the trailing pole until I'm roughly at full health again. This should heal me somewhere in the range of 110 to 120 health if you measure pixels. We're mostly interested in if they stack or not, so the exact absolute values aren't really that important. But anyway, as you can see on screen now, it's taken us roughly somewhere in the region of 1475 health. I'm going to repeat this test several times each and collate the results that way, just so we have slightly more accurate numbers. But now I'm going to repeat the test with recovery 1 on health augment 1, and I will also repeat the test with literally every other possible combination, all levels of health augment, all levels of recovery up. But anyway, I will be back in a second when I have the results all collated for you. And here we have the results. I've listed out based on what level of recovery up we have. 1, 2 and 3 with a base of 0. And also based on what level of health augment we have. I've then recalculated them but as a percentage of damage dealt, or sort of health healed. We had about 110 health to heal, so this gives us an indication of how much of the damage we inflicted actually gave us health back. So for example, with level 3 health augment or level 2 health augment and no points of recovery up, we recovered roughly 9% of the damage dealt as health. 11% is similar to our previous value of 11.25, kind of different, but you know, with rounding errors, these subtle changes are expected. But anyway, I've then scaled those to see the effects of health recovery at each level of health augment. Here are the values, and here are the values of health steal, and here are the values scaled as a proportion. You can notice that at each level of recovery up, we're getting roughly 10% more, and then 20% more, and then 30% more. These subtle differences are again due to rounding errors, so I think it's very much safe to say that they do stack very much so, and they stack exactly as you would expect. You gain 10, 20, and 30% respectively more health steal with levels of recovery up. And that works for every level of health augment. So perfect. I guess the last thing I'll do quickly is just work out the lifesteal as a percentage of level 0 health augment 0, so we have some sort of ability to compare them. So we'll just do equals to this divided by this. We'll put our cheeky little dollars in. We'll bring those down. Yep, 20 and 50% roughly, same as before. Here we go. Okay, so for example, from here we can see that health augment at level 1 and 2 points of recovery up is roughly the same as health augment level 2 and no points of recovery up. You know, take that for what you will. It might mean that this is more, if you're the sort of person who likes to run health augment level 2, maybe this is news to you, maybe this is something you might want to consider running. Alternatively, 2 points of health augment and 3 points of recovery up are roughly similar to health augment level 3. Like, okay, I've given you the numbers here. They're sort of, so yeah, I don't know. Here are the numbers for you in case they're interesting. I guess I'll probably make a final version of this table in the spreadsheet with these numbers in it, so feel free to consult that if you want. But as always, I'm not trying to say that anything here is meta. I'm not trying to say you should be running recovery up. I'm just here to give you all the information I can, so that you can make a decision that sort of best suits your playstyle. I hope that makes sense. I'm not sure if I'm going to include all of the raw footage after this. Probably not, seeing as most people didn't seem into it. I don't think that's of too much relevance to anyone, but you know, if you do wish that I'd left it in, let me know and I'll start doing that in future. But anyway, yeah, have a lovely day. Take it easy. Bye-bye.